Fabio Borini going all the way. Fabio Borini 1-0 Milan. And it's the superstar who strikes again. Great hold up into Rafinha, who dinks the keeper. What a goal! Gaston Ramirez scores for Sampdoria, and Milan are in trouble again. Not scoring at the other end, especially away from home, has become somewhat of a curse here at Milan. Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the AC Milan Career Mode. And yes, we are back. It's time to get into the action and find some consistency in our results, because so far, 6 or 7 episodes in, we have not done amazing. As you can probably tell by the results of the last few games, we won against Spal, but then we lost to Sampdoria. We lost to Lazio as well, 2 defeats already this early on in the season, which isn't great, of course, just like in real life as well. But we're going to make amends today. Once again, I've been practicing, I've been playing a lot of squad battles against Legendary, and I should be ready for this. The team is strong and looking fit as well, in good form. There's no excuses today. Before we get into the gameplay action, though, I want to say a massive thank you for the support recently. We just came short on 200 likes on the last episode. If we can get to 200 likes this time around, that would be absolutely amazing. And before we get into the games as well, actually, let's take a look at the squad hub and analyse some of the players a couple of months into the season now, because there's a few things I want to take a look at and I think are very interesting. The most appearances on the team for AC Milan has been Lucas Biglia. Fair play to him. I thought, hands down, this would have been Gianluigi Donnarumma, but as you can see, he didn't play in pre-season too much. So that's why he's 3 games behind Biglia, who is the most capped player this season, which is an interesting statistic. But Bonaventura coming in second, which is of course not too bad. In terms of goals, we have Andre Silva and Kalinic, probably the preferred strike force right now at the moment. I've tried Funes Mori, I've tried Cutrone, but they're not really scoring as many goals as these two. So these two are doing well, and hopefully they can keep it up. But as well as, aside from strikers, Rafinha, Kessié and Rodriguez popping up with a couple of goals here and there is very good, considering they're usually midfield / defence. In terms of assists, again, Andre Silva at the top of the charts, together with Suso, who is to be expected, one of our main creators. But surprisingly, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, with 4 appearances, manages to assist 2 times, which is a very good return considering the 4 games he played. Maybe I should play him more based on that. Bonaventura and Lucas Biglia again in there as well. So Biglia and Bonaventura, solid start to the season, playing a lot of games and getting the results. And the final thing I want to take a look at is the biggest growth, attribute growth in these first few months, and Cutrone is leading the line with a +3 overall change compared to everyone else who's only gone up by +1. No one has gone down, which is good to see. They've either gone up by 1 or stayed the same. Now, with those stats in mind, and with the prospect of playing the Europa League game against Aberdeen, I decided to go with this sort of line, the 3-4-2-1 again. 3 at the back remains unchanged, but I felt like the players that were in good form deserved to be starting. Çalhanoğlu is definitely going to feature based on those stats. He hasn't played enough considering the return he has given us, so he will definitely be playing a part in this game. But I'm going to start with the people I trust. Borini has been sensational. Suso was doing well, Bonaventura was doing well, Kalinic, of course, and Andre Silva as well. Both of the strikers doing well, but I had to make a choice. This is the lineup I'm going with. Aberdeen shouldn't be a problem. We're flawless so far in the group stages. Let's keep it that way. Kalinic into Rodriguez, well done. Rodriguez sees a man overlapping. His name is Fabio Borini, who knocks it down nicely. Milan still alive here. Oh, the shot scuffed by Suso. Best chance of the game after about half an hour played, and that is just awful from Suso. I expect better from him. Kalinic into Rodriguez. Rodriguez back into Kessié. Kessié into Biglia. Biglia in towards Fabio Borini, who is the man who's going to create something for us here. We've got Suso now on the ball, but look at Aberdeen. Obviously not wanting to commit many players forward. A rather defensive approach from the home side, but we'll find a way through eventually. Here is Kalinic. Again, the shot blocked this time. Lucas Biglia into Borini. Borini into Kessié. Kessié on the left foot, straight at Lewis. Oh, he's through here. Adam Rooney, one-on-one with the keeper, and he scores, of course. I can't believe we just let him in like that. I'm sorry, I know my defending isn't great, and I occasionally make a mistake, but surely they shouldn't punish us the first time they break through. That's just unreal, man. The away from home curse is real. It's alive, it's kicking. But here is Ricardo Rodriguez to just equalise straight away. Why do we always have to concede first to wake up? I don't know why, but Ricardo Rodriguez is 3rd of the season, doing fantastically well down that left wing. Well played, Milan, back on level terms as we go again. Kessié, good win in the air there. Kalinic holding on to the ball, waiting for support. What's he got on? He's got Borini. Borini can knock it down to Suso. Suso, one more. Bonaventura should have at least got on target. We're nearing the end of the first half and we're going in at level terms. Oh, Kessié, dominant in the air. Absolutely unreal. And he's going to get it back here. Franchiani Kessié into Suso. Suso into Fabio Borini, who sees a man arriving. His name is Giacomo Bonaventura and saved by the keeper. Unbelievable stop by Lewis. Musacchio, no, I don't want him shooting. But Borini, I do not mind. Lewis again. Suso turns nicely, whips one in. There is the ball to Kalinic and Lewis. I am not entirely sure if I'm going to show you every single chance I had in that first half, but you can tell by the halftime stats, it's an absolute crime that we're just not even in the lead right now. We should be 3-4 goals ahead, but fair play to Lewis in the Aberdeen net. He's keeping us out. I forgot to mention as well, you guys have voted on a poll. You wanted me to keep Donnarumma in net. I don't know if I can tell you right now if that's a good decision or not, but here we go. 2-1. Bonaventura finally gets the goal. He's had a couple of chances this game, but this one he buries on the weaker foot as well, the left foot. But as I was saying, Donnarumma in net, again, not making a very good impression right here, but as long as we win, that's fine. Biglia into Romagnoli, Romagnoli into Kessié. And here we go, there's a chance here. Hakan Çalhanoğlu, is he going to get his assist or is he going to get a goal? He's going for the assist and he's got it. No, he hasn't. And that is the final whistle. Milan walk away with 3 points yet again in the Europa League group stages, and that is nothing less than we deserve. I'm not too sure how it only ended up being 2-1 in our favour. Okay, the second half wasn't as spectacular, of course, but the amount of chances we had and the quality of chances, the header off the post as well, just to give you an example. From our shots on target, from our 7 shots on target, only 2. Well, actually 1 was outside the box, 1 just on the edge, and everything else was inside the box. So, fair play to Lewis in the Aberdeen net. He did a fantastic job of keeping his team in the game. I felt like we deserved a couple of more goals, but in the end, we get the 3 points and we remain flawless in Europe. Now, this is the calendar for October. The next game we have coming up is Roma, which I will, of course, play now in this episode. I am, however, thinking about doing Inter, Guimarães, Genoa and Chievo in the next episode. All 4 in the next episode. Why? Because I usually sim a game in an episode. Today I played against Aberdeen already, which I thought would have been risky to sim away from home. There's no chance I'm simming Roma or Inter and having 3 games in today's episode with that little squad hub thing at the beginning and the amount of chances there were in the Aberdeen game. I feel like the episode would be a bit too long. So that's why in the next episode I may play Inter and Chievo and sim Guimarães, as we have 6 points out of a possible 6 and we're relatively safe, and Genoa at home. That's how I'm going to do things, I think. Let's just focus on Roma first. The first task at hand is to make sure we keep the 3 points at home. And also a congratulations to the player of the month in the Serie A, and that is Andre Silva. Yes, you can't tell by his game face, but I clicked on my left stick to see the player profile, and there it pops up as well. Player of the month is Milan's Silva. Congratulations to him. And yes, guys, you are correct. Andre Silva didn't play against Aberdeen despite being the best man so far on the pitch for Milan. And the reason being is I felt like we could get away with resting him for that game. The big players are on for this one at the San Siro against Roma. Rafinha is replacing Borini, Silva coming in for Kalinic. Other than that, a very similar side. Let's get the 3 points, boys. Come on. Huge game for us. We have been struggling in the Serie A as of late, and we need to bounce back immediately. At home against Roma, there's no better setting than to revitalise the team and change around the bad form. It's a huge task. Let's make sure we end it with a victory. A chance for redemption for many players, including myself as well. I have not been good enough in the league so far. We can change everything around here today. Kevin Strootman. Strootman through on goal. Oh my god. Rafinha, what a ball into Silva, by the way. Andre Silva is onside. What can he do? Andre Silva, tight angle. Oh, it's gone in. That's not going to get credited to Andre Silva, but he does celebrate as he created the goal on his own. An unfortunate Roma defender was the one who took it over the line in the end, but Milan take a fantastic start to the game with an early goal, and again, the defender wasn't even reacting. He just hit him, completely unaware of what was going on. Milan 1, Roma 0. Rick Karsdorp, the new signing in right back, has unfortunately been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Silva against Hector Moreno. Good strength and a good ball into Suso. Back into Silva. Silva Working the space. Rafinha into Kessie. Kessie nearly fouled. Still going though. Still going. Here is Suso for 2-0 and it's 2-0 Milan. 13 minutes into the game and they've absolutely blitzed past Roma so far. The away side not able to respond to the opening goal and now a second that early on. Surely that's going to be good signs. I mean, I'm not going to say the match is won just yet, but 2-0 within 15 minutes is a fantastic start. Keep it up, Milan. Do not let the concentration slip, and we could win this one very easily. Rafinha. Good little spin. Trying to hold on to the ball, wins it back. Well done by Rafinha. Recovered from his poor mistake right there, and we've got a chance on here. Rafinha, brilliant. Rafinha still going. Oh, this is fantastic from Rafinha. And now he has to find the pass. Frankie Kessie! 3-0. What a goal. Milan running rampant here at the San Siro. Roma have been absolutely shook. Rafinha taking the absolute piss out of the Roma defence. And Kessie shooting as if it's target practice on training. Doesn't even look. Doesn't even take a touch. What a finish. What a goal. What a game. Oh, Biglia. Well done. Milan, surely not four within half an hour. This is impossible. Bonaventura tries to think the keeper. Andre Silva for the rebound. He's got to win it, and he does. What an answer to the critics we've had this season. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. 4-0. Crisis? What crisis? I don't know what you're talking about. There's only one possible explanation I can have as to why we struggled more against Aberdeen than we do against Roma. Roma thought, with our 2 defeats already, that they could overpower us and throw men forward. But our attacking formation has actually made sure, as Rodriguez nearly makes it 5, we just have numbers in attack every time. We always have a man extra compared to their back 4. We've got 5 players attacking, whereas Aberdeen, of course, had 10 men behind the ball. Roma didn't want to do that. They went attacking here at the San Siro and they're paying the price big time. This is what happens when teams come out to play against us and attack. We have too much for them. It's just the fact of whether we can break through park the bus teams that's the issue at the moment, but we'll sort that out later. Right now I'm just enjoying this absolute masterpiece of a performance. Here we go again. Rafinha, look at that. 3 against 3 every single time. Rafinha brought down. Roma have absolutely lost the plot. They don't know what hit them. I'm terribly sorry to whoever normally takes penalties, but considering the absolute stellar performance from this man in particular, and he won the penalty as well, Rafinha deserves to take it. Rafinha against Skorupski. Rafinha makes it 5. Unbelievable. Absolutely unreal. This is going to make headlines in the football world. The funny thing is as well, these stats aren't even half as good as the halftime stats against Aberdeen. We had 10 shots, 6 on target against Aberdeen with about 60% possession. We have been less dominant in this game, but we scored about every single chance we got. Bonaventura running at the Roma defenders. They're not really challenging him. Rafinha's there. Rafinha, what can he do? Lovely turn. He finds the space. Bonaventura, 6-0. 6 put past Roma today. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. And for the few people that might actually say, well, this is bullshit. Well, here you go. I'm pausing it, uncut after the 6th goal. And we're going to take a little look at the sliders, because there is absolutely no way that I would cheat. But to those of you that might not believe it, here you go. Here are all the settings. I just scored another easy goal, but it's still on legendary, and it's still as difficult as it has always been. Maybe I'm just figuring out how to play the game now. Incredible, and a sign of maybe utter disrespect. Now, Roma are bringing on their best midfielder, Raja Nainggolan. I feel like they underestimated us heavily in this game. Calabria on as a sub into Silva. Silva lines it up and shoots. Çalhanoğlu recycles it in towards Bonaventura. Bonaventura taking the absolute mick. Suso makes it 7-0. And there is no point in celebrating anymore. This has just turned into a training match against the 15-year-olds, pretty much. This is what would happen, probably. Çalhanoğlu. Suso. Silva. Back into Suso. Suso into Silva, into Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu into Davide Calabria as a sub. That was a shot. Jesus Christ. Dzeko against Bonucci. Oh, he loses it. Scared, so he went backwards. Roma have lost all gears tonight, and I'm not too sure how they'll recover from this absolute slaughter so far. And here we go again. We're not done. We're not done with Bonaventura. Çalhanoğlu in towards Calabria. Another go at it, lads. Calabria saved. And there we go. That's the end of the game. Roma have been beaten. Well and truly beaten. 7-0. And that in itself will make headlines around the football world. I don't usually show the scenes of celebration after a single game, but I think this is quite a special occasion. I saw El Shaarawy shake hands with some of our players. He must have been in a dark place right now, Stefan El Shaarawy, former Milan, of course. But 7 have been put past Roma and their defence. They have a lot of work to do if they want to make sure they finish in the top half of the table. Once again, the match facts. Alright, we dominated the game. Not 7-0 dominating though. 3 or 4-0 would have been more accurate. Personally, my man of the match was Rafinha. Yes, I dribbled a lot with him and I tried some skill where he lost the ball. But they gave it to Bonaventura in the end. 1 goal for Bonaventura, 1 assist. There's a couple of players who did a little bit more in terms of goals. Suso got 2. A couple of players got a few assists here and there, of course. Rafinha actually got a goal and 2 assists. So again, for me, he's the man of the match. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you rest some of your better players like Rafinha and Silva for the bigger games. It was a little bit overkill, but this is good. This is going to put us right in top form before the Derby della Madonnina. I want to smash Inter as well now. Trust me, I'm motivated. But that will be for the next episode. I won a standing ovation for the performance of Rafinha for a new signing to come in a team and do that to one of the rivals is unbelievable. Well played, Rafinha. I can't give you enough plaudits, mate. And I've simmed all the way until the Inter game. Nothing really happened. No youth squad reports either at the moment, which is a little bit unfortunate. That being said, we will take a look at the standings and analyse them a little bit, because Inter are ahead of us by quite the margin. 6 points is the difference between us and them. Roma, as expected, are in big trouble. They're in mid-table right now. But Inter is what we're focusing on next. They're joint top of the league with Juventus. Are we still in the title race? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below based on what you just saw. And imagine if we beat Inter, we should be right back in the top 3 race at least. And I want to gun for that Serie A title no matter what. I know we're not in the best position, but that just gave me so much confidence. I believe we can pull it off. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.